ASMballeR here today. I don't know why I said it so funny that time, but I am back with another video. And in today's video, finally, I know you guys very recently have been asking me to do another March Madness video, which is funny because I told you guys a long time ago I was already making a video, but it seemed like not a lot of you guys remember that, so it's okay, it's totally fine. But today is your video, so I hope that all those people who asked are here right now watching this video, because this video is for you guys. So yeah, I'm doing a March Madness bracket making video. This video is going to be a lot shorter than you think. I'm not gonna make this like an hour-long video talking about every matchup, every this, every that. I'm gonna kind of, speed it along, because otherwise this video is gonna be a very long time. Obviously, the round of 32. There's 32 teams, and there's another round, and another round, and another round, and another round. I'm gonna get through these kind of fast, so I do apologize for that. Also, please note, if you are a valid NBA college connoisseur, if you know everything about every college team, every player who's gonna win this and that, that's awesome, that's great. That's not me. That's not what I'm here for. I make videos to relax, to entertain, to be here for you guys, and this video isn't going to be super informative. I'm just going to be making this bracket however which way I feel like making it. So if I do make a stupid mistake, a stupid take, if I say something dumb, hey, that's this channel, baby. We are here for the vibes and just to feel better, relax, have some fun. So don't take this too seriously. What else I have to say? Yeah, that's basically it. Yesterday I did upload a video. I uploaded a updated NBA power rankings video. That was a lot of fun. And then tomorrow I'm maybe going to make some sort of traditional ASMR style of video, maybe just like a tapping, whispering, some sort of trigger video. So hopefully you guys watch that video as well. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you like the video, and subscribe. Very, 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 very close to 6,000 subs. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. So let's jump right into tonight's video. Alrighty, so if you are watching this video to date, hi, hello. So Thursday. So tomorrow, if you're watching this video live, posted on Wednesday, will be the first set of games that are going to be played. Those games are the sort of first four games is what they're called. And then after that, we get into the first round, the second round games, sort of like I was talking about before, but we're going to be going to the My Picks section of the NCAA app. And I already have a sort of draft made out. And here we are. I don't know why I named my sort of bracket this, but I just named it something super random. And we have all of the picks for the NCAA March Madness tournament. So, with this sort of new thing they've added on to the March Madness app, sorry, I'm screenshotting things so I can add it on to the video so you can see what's going on. They have analysis matchups, so basically you can sort of see how teams are sort of ranked in specific stats that you think that are valuable. So if you are someone who really values, three-point shooting, free throw percentage, how well does this team rebound, how well does this team, defend the ball, how well does this team do this and that, they have basically a lot of different stats that you can go off of that can help you out to pick your, specific team you want in that matchup. So, for me personally, I think, obviously, three-point shooting is very important in just the all-around traditional ASMR. In the NBA/NCAA basketball game, three-point shooting is very important. They have fast break points. I don't think it's really important. Field goal percentage, I think, is very important. For me, maybe one of the most key things I find very important in basketball, at least in March Madness, free throws. A lot of these guys have very poor free throw percentages, and when in NCAA tournaments, it's always down to the crunch time. And if your team can hit free throws, that can be very clutch in those close moments, because obviously it's March Madness. Any team can beat any team. We saw that. I think it wasn't last year, the year before, when the it's either one of them. Gonzaga is a very, very dominant team this year, even though the biggest red flag about Gonzaga is obviously where they play. Their conference sucks, and it always has sucked. But Gonzaga, I feel like Gonzaga needs to be put into the Pac-12. I feel like that should happen at some point. I don't know if they can do that, sort of like how the NBA is. You could just, add teams, put away teams, things like that. But Gonzaga needs to be put in a tougher conference. But that's just my opinion. Gonzaga shooting 36% this year, 55% from the field, 73% from the field, free throw line, 92 points for a college team. On average, they make a game. That is insane for a college team, man. I mean, everything about them is super good. Like, literally everything. Their offensive efficiency, my God, that is crazy. The only thing you can really just judge them off of is their strength of schedule, their adjusted performance stat that they have on here, like how strong their competition is. It's not strong, but obviously in the first round, I think they, knock on wood, they should be fine. Next, we have Oklahoma, right? Yeah, Oklahoma and Ms. U. And, wow, the 9-8 matchup is one of the hardest matchups to pick, maybe in the entire NCAA tournament. Like, the 9-8 is super close. According to my matchup analysis score, Oklahoma is the favored team by 5 points, which probably isn't a whole lot, but seems to be pretty good. Man, they're shooting really bad from the 3, but Oklahoma has a better free throw percentage. They're scoring more points per game, less turnovers. Their rebound margin, it's pretty bad. Apparently Miss U also has a harder strength of schedule and stuff, so that's pretty interesting. This is going to be a very good game, but I mean, man, they have a way better free throw percentage, man, and score more, less turnovers. I have no idea who's like on these teams. Like, bro, for college basketball, I maybe watched like a handful of college basketball games, and they're mostly to watch like Cade Cunningham and Gonzaga games and things like that. I've only watched like sort of like the Main Street games, like Duke, Carolina. I haven't really watched any like regular college games. It's just my picks just to go out here, but I wish I could look at players and stuff, but it looks like it won't let me. But if I'm going based off what I'm seeing, I'm gonna go Oklahoma. They usually always have a pretty good basketball team, I guess. Wow. So we have the 5-12 matchup with Creighton and UCSB. It was a team that always plays very hard in the tournament that I remember in years past. And according to my analysis matchup, they actually have a higher score than the number 5 ranked team Creighton does. That's crazy. They have a way better free throw percentage. That's really good. They have a way better rebound margin. They have a way harder, adjusted performance stat, which combines the strength of schedule with winning percentage and things like that. So, dang, dude. Is this a 5-12 upset? I don't know. According to these numbers, it does. Maybe if I add some more stats, it'll be different. Like opponents' points per game. Oh wow, they are really good defensively, man. I mean, according to the stats, it says I should pick them. You know what? A 5-12 upset in the first round. Creighton is going down. Let me know also your guys just like sort of picks and stuff like that. I'd love to hear that. This one, obviously Virginia. Virginia always plays very well in the NCAA tournament. That's an easy one. USC, in my opinion, is a sleeper team. Obviously, with one of the top draft picks that on their team right now, they, in my opinion, could be an out in the western sort of bracket tier. Eastern Washington and Kansas. I don't know about this. Eastern Washington actually has a very good free throw percentage, shooting 80% from the line. That's awesome for them. And according, again, to my matchup analysis score, Eastern Washington is actually favored when Kansas, even though Eastern looks like a very good shooting team. Kansas is just you can't really hard to bet against these big time schools. Next we have Oregon and VCU. I know Oregon this year actually had a pretty decent team. Obviously, a lot of these college basketball teams are super different than they are going to be every other year because this year in NCAA basketball has been so different and weird. But I'm gonna go Oregon. I don't think there's an upset here. Then again, Oregon could definitely mess things up, but if VCU turns the ball over a lot, doesn't score a lot, it looks like. They have a really good defensive efficiency score though, but Oregon has a really good offensive efficiency score, so I don't know, man. If Oregon can get it going, it looks like they can win this game, so I'm gonna pick Oregon. Then we have Iowa and GCU. Wow, that's pretty funny. I'm picking Iowa. Iowa always plays hard, so let's just keep going down. I was gonna do like the second round of the West, and then the this and that of the West, but I'm just gonna go down the entire list of the 32 teams in the first round. So now we are in the East. East Michigan. Don't even have to explain it. Michigan might be the most favorite team in the entire NCAA tournament, maybe, but I feel like obviously in the first round they have a pretty easy out. Here's another 9-8 matchup of LSU and the St. Bonaventure Bunnies. Bonnies. I think it's Bonnies, sorry. I almost said Bunnies. Let's see. Wow, these teams are very evenly matched. It looks like this number 9 seed, though, has a way better defense, though. Look at their opponent's points per game. 60 opponent points per game. That's pretty rough. They also looks like have a tougher adjustment performance score as well. Way better defensive efficiency. And good defense really helps out a lot in NCAA tournament games, so I'm going to pick up the upset here on the 9-8 matchup there. Next we have Colorado and Georgetown. Oh my god. If you're a fan of the Hoyas, do not look at these matchup points because they're almost up to 20 points on my matchup analysis score. That's crazy. It looks like they don't shoot the ball very efficiently. They're shooting barely 40% from the field. My god, that's terrible. 75% for the free throw line, which is okay, but Colorado is scoring 80%, 82% from the free throw line. That's really good for a college basketball team for sure. Way more turnovers, yeah. I like Georgetown, but that's not a 5-12 matchup. I very favor for Georgetown for sure. Florida State, I'm picking Florida State. That's an easy pickup for me. BYU or Michigan State / UCLA. Wow, that's a pretty tough one actually. I think either one of those Michigan State or UCLA teams could beat BYU. No offense to BYU, but UCLA and Michigan State are just such tenured teams, whatever you want to say. They've been in the tournament many times, many years, especially for Michigan State. I'm surprised they're so low in this year, but again, this year is so crazy with the college basketball. But just by looking at these stats, man, BYU just dominates both of the teams, really, at least in my opinion. It just, I don't really see how BYU would lose this, but then again, in March Madness, you never know. And you know what? Just for poops and giggles, I guess, I'm going to pick an upset here. The 11th, whoever wins the UCLA Michigan State game will beat BYU. Mark my words. Texas, that's an easy one. Yukon and Maryland. Oh man, I didn't even know Yukon was good this year. Maybe they are. They're not shooting so well. Rebound margin's really good actually. Adjusted performance is good. Defensive efficiency is good. Oh man, this looks like a very tough, close game. I am going to go with... I guess I can go with Yukon. I don't know. I'm going to go with what the stats say. And the stats say Yukon. I'll go Yukon. And then Bama, Alabama, and Iona. I'm going to go Bama. So not a lot of upsets in that one. I have 2 upsets there. I usually make a couple different brackets, and then I make like my pick bracket, and smart, like, statistical bracket. This is just like my play around bracket, I guess. So I usually make about three brackets a year. So hopefully that's not cheating or anything. But next up we have Baylor. That's an easy one. Next up we have UNC in Wisconsin. I know for a fact UNC, Carolina, man, they have been dog duty this year. They're scoring a lot of points per game though, almost 76 points per game. Really good rebounding team as well. Really good defensive team. Straight to schedule, obviously we all know UNC plays, the toughest teams in the country. It seems like most years. Man, but they are a terrible 3-point and free throw shooting team. I really don't want to bet against UNC because I know probably a lot of people watching this are Carolina fans. Oh man. It's like one of those things where UNC is going to have a really good, impactful defensive game, or Wisconsin is going to shoot the ball out like crazy because they shoot 36% from 3 as a team and 78% from their free throw line. So they are a really good shooting team, but defensively UNC is a lot better. You know what? I'm gonna pick the defense here. I'm gonna pick UNC. I'm gonna trust them. That could be dumb, but I'm gonna pick them. Then we have Villanova. Always a great team to bet on. I'm betting on Villanova. Purdue and UNT. I have never heard of UNT before, but actually, according to my matchup analysis score again, they are favored. This could be a 4-13 upset. They are a really good shooting team, shooting 38% from 3 and 74% from the free throw line. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, according to the stats, this is a really close game actually. And it's favoring UNT. I've never heard of UNT before, like ever. No offense, but do I dare pick a 13 seed to upset a 4-seeded Purdue? No. I'm going to pick Purdue. I think that's a safe pick. Next we have Texas Tech and UT State. Again, a school I've never heard of before. No offense. I'm just going to pick Texas Tech. I remember hearing on ESPN Texas Tech is actually doing pretty good this year. I'm going to pick them. Next we have Arkansas. I was at Kansas. Arkansas and Seagate. What college is Seagate? I have no idea whatsoever. But again, according to my matchup analysis stats, they are favored by a lot. It seems like. But I'm not gonna bet against Arkansas. I'm gonna bet on them. Next we have the Florida Gators and VT. Interesting. Let's see. It looks like we have another sort of defense versus offensive game here. I think I'm gonna go Florida there. And then we have Ohio State and ORW. Again, a college I've heard of before. But I'm gonna go Ohio State. Man, not a lot of matchup upsets in this one. And I think every bracket does. Oh man, you know what? I'm sorry, Purdue. The stats don't lie. And it looks like you're gonna get shot out of the building. I say it is a 4-13 upset. Mark my words. Alright, and the last tier of the bracket, we have the Midwest. I keep saying tier, it's like section. There's 4 sections. This is the last one. We have Illinois. Picking them 100%. I'm so surprised they're 1 seed this year. I've never heard of Illinois ever being super good in college basketball. Next, we have, I think it's Georgia Tech and Loyola Chicago or something like that. That's how you pronounce their name. They made a really good run 1 year in, I think it was 2019. No, it was 2018, 19, one of those years. They had a really big run. And they're heavily favored in this game, it seems. Really good defensive efficiency, holding their opponents to 81 points per game. That's pretty crazy. But Georgia Tech has a very, 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 very good strength of schedule as well. They shoot the ball pretty evenly. Oh man, this is going to be another really close game. I'm going to pick Loyola just because they always seem like some sort of a West Virginia University. I'm just gonna not even look at that one, picking them. Then we have Clemson versus Rutgers. Rutgers University, man. Wow, they are a terrible shooting team. They shoot 31% from three and 62% from the line. My God, that's terrible. That's really bad. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna go Clemson on this one. Then we have Houston and Cleveland State. I'm going to go Houston now. When looking at those matchups, I didn't pick an upset, so I have to pick at least one upset in each bracket. You know what? I'm gonna take Georgia Tech instead. I'm changing my 8-9 seed 1, and I'm picking Georgia Tech to win. So now we're in the second round, and again I'm gonna go through these very fast. I'm gonna pick Gonzaga. I feel like they're still a very good favorite team. They're gonna be on a good high run, being an undefeated team, knocking on wood. An undefeated team going into the tournament. They want to go far. I'm picking Gonzaga. I'm picking Virginia. Virginia's just a super dominant team. I'm picking upset here though. I'm picking USC to upset against Kansas. Again, one of the best players coming into the draft. Mobley, big time center, big time defense. I'm picking up the upset there on the 6-3 matchup. Then I'm gonna pick Iowa beating Oregon. Oregon is not that great of a team. I think they can get it done. Michigan is gonna win out. Ooh, Colorado and Florida State. Oh man. Two very even teams, but Colorado does turn the ball over less. They have a harder strength of schedule, better defensive team as well, looks like. Oh man, you know what? You know, by the numbers, by the books, from what I'm seeing, I like how Colorado looks. I'm gonna pick Colorado on the upset, 5-4. Next we have Texas and Michigan State / UCLA. I'm going to pick Texas. I like the idea of UCLA or Michigan State making a big run, so being like, hey guys, we're still here. We're a powerhouse college, but we can still make it. I don't think that's gonna happen. Then we have Yukon and Alabama. Two very even teams. It looks like they shoot the ball pretty evenly. Yukon is a better defensive team, it seems, though. Turn over the ball less as well. That's the thing. I don't know who's on their team. I wish I could see like rosters and stuff and players' points per game and stuff like that. Because that also makes up a lot of seeing like how well a specific player will play that game. Obviously, like with Oklahoma State with Cade Cunningham and USC with their star player. You know, I feel like I need to always pick an upset. Who shoots better? They shoot pretty much the same. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pick Alabama. I don't want to go too crazy. Let's do that. And then Baylor versus UNC. That could be a big upset if UNC plays to their sort of potential. That could be a big upset game for sure. That was gonna be a really good game, but I'm gonna pick Baylor. I don't see in this year's tournament, not to spoil, but I don't really see a number 1 seed going down anytime soon in any of the early brackets. That could be jinxing it, but I don't really see that happening. Then we have Villanova and the 13th ranked UNT team. No, I'm picking Villanova. They're too good to let that happen to them. Then I'm gonna pick Texas Tech to upset Arkansas. That could be my little sleeper team. And then OSU and Florida. Oh man. Again, the Sweet 16, and oh boy, do I pick Virginia on the upset on Gonzaga. Oh my god. I could very easily do that. Because this would be like Gonzaga's like first like real tough game. Obviously I think Oklahoma is a tough team, but man, Virginia in March Madness, that's a good team, man. They were the 1 seed not too long ago. And you know what? I think I'm gonna pick the upset. That could be dumb. Gonzaga is an undefeated team. They have Jalen Suggs. Like, oh my god, wait. You know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. That's what sucks about Gonzaga is I have no idea what to do with them because on paper they're great, but then again, you gotta look at who they play, and they don't play anyone super good. I'm gonna take Gonzaga. No offense to Virginia. That's a very good game, but oh man, that's tough. And then when it comes to Iowa and USC, man, USC's defense this year has been so good. They have a better strength of schedule. Oh man, this is gonna be a really close game. You know what? I think they might be my Cinderella style of team. I'm picking USC, baby. I don't know why, but defense for them is gonna win big. I have them going into the Elite 8. Then in the Sweet 16 out of the East, I'm picking Michigan over Colorado. And then the 2-3 matchup against Alabama and Texas, I am going to pick Texas is a better shooting team, barely. Oh man. I mean, they're a 3-2 seed for a match for a reason. It's because they're so similar in how they play. But I don't know what's telling me this, but I'm gonna pick Texas. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm going to pick Texas. Again, if you guys are looking for some like articulate style of video, this isn't it. This is just for fun, for relaxation. So I'm sorry if I'm just sort of whimsily, throwing picks out there, but this is for fun, Then we have Baylor and Villanova, and oh man, yeah, I still have to pick Baylor. And Baylor does play in a really tough conference, and they're playing very well this year. Villanova is a championship pedigree team, but man, Baylor, man, they're just a very intense team this year. And then I have a 6-7 matchup going out. How did that happen? What happened before that? Oh yeah, OSU and Arkansas. Yeah, oh man. Baylor might have an easy run to the title. I don't know. Defensive efficiency, they're both looking pretty good. Free throw percentage, I'll go Texas Tech. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go there. Then for the Midwest, I think this is where Katie Cunningham does a really, impactful game, but it's not enough. I think Katie Cunningham this year is gonna play really good in the March Madness tournament, but I don't know if everyone else is gonna be able to do it with him. So I'm picking Illinois to still make it out of there. And then we have San Diego State versus Houston, which is a team that never really knew that were playing really good this year until I started, watching at the end of the year and saw how well they were doing. Man. But you know what? It's upset season, baby. I'm picking San Diego State. Okay, so we have a lot of 1-6 matchups for some reason. I don't know. I didn't mean to do that. But we have Gonzaga and USC in the Elite 8. That can be a very good game. And, man, USC could definitely State. Yes, my technical Cinderella story team, which I feel like are in every year. We have Texas and Gonzaga. I'm going to pick Gonzaga to make it undefeated all the way to the championship game, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do think that is very possible. Then I have the number 1 seeded Baylor going up against San Diego State. And I do really like San Diego State's potential in this game, but I do still have Baylor beating San Diego State. I do like their odds, but I gotta give it to Baylor. So in my championship game, I, ASMballeR, have Gonzaga, the undefeated Gonzaga team, going up against Baylor. That's crazy. That's super tough. Gonzaga was just in the championship game not that long ago, and I don't even know when Baylor was this far up. But man, this is going to be a very good game if it ever gets this far. But I need to pick my champion. Oh man. You know what, guys? I think this is not the year a team goes completely undefeated. I am going to pick Baylor to be this year's NCAA March Madness tournament winners. Could I tell you why? Absolutely not. I could not, but if we're playing by the odds, Gonzaga is the most favored team in the tournament at a plus 220 on the odds for the tournament winners. Then right below them is Baylor at plus 400 for tournament winners. So it goes by favorites: Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, Illinois, Iowa, Houston, Ohio State, Florida State, Alabama, Oklahoma State, yada yada yada, on and on and on. But I mean, they're the second favorite team. If I'm playing by odds, their stats are really good, and it's so hard to, I could not imagine a team going undefeated in this entire year. There's no way. Baylor shoots 40% from the 3. They have a very good shooting percentage. They play good defense. They definitely have a harder strength of schedule, play tougher opponents. I'm just gonna give it to Baylor. I think I'm playing more by odds for this way. My tiebreaker, I'm gonna go 70 for the winner. I'm going 77. Actually, I'll go 70. I'll go 79. 77 to the loser. Boom. And that is my bracket, ladies and gentlemen. That is ASMballeR's NCAA March Madness bracket. My God, this video is gonna be super long. I'm super sorry. A lot of rambling, a lot of random picks, a lot of twists and turns. But I hope you had a good time. This was a lot of